In the heart of rural America, a little girl named Oprah Winfrey was born. In a small wooden house where poverty filled every corner, and even the walls seemed to hold the weight of life's struggles. Her days began before sunrise, walking long, dusty roads, surrounded by endless cotton fields under the burning summer sun. She grew up knowing the meaning of scarcity, worn-out shoes, old clothes, and dreams far too big for the small space she called home. On cold nights, she would steal precious moments of light from a candle or a dim lamp, diving into the pages of a book, escaping to worlds filled with heroes, stories, and places her eyes had never seen. The land around her was poor, but her mind was rich with ideas, and her heart overflowed with hope. Even as a little girl, something inside her whispered, "Life is bigger, the future is farther, and a dream can change everything." After years of struggle, Oprah took her first real step out of poverty. Boarding the bus, her eyes fixed on the long road leading to the big city. With every passing mile, she left more of her past behind and moved closer to the dream that filled her heart. Through the bus window, she watched villages fade away and roads transform, until the city skyline began to rise in the distance. When she arrived, she was greeted by crowded streets, towering buildings, and sounds she had never heard before. Even though she felt lost in the chaos, deep inside she knew she was here to start over. She walked from office to office, asking for any opportunity, holding her papers as if carrying her entire hope in her hands. And then, in a decisive moment, she stood before an old radio station, not knowing this step would open the door to a future that would inspire the world. Oprah entered the world of media through a small door, an old radio studio, a simple microphone, and a mix of fear and excitement in her heart. Her first words were shaky, but with each sentence, her voice began to gain more confidence. She scribbled notes quickly, trying to capture every important detail. Then, for the first time on air, she smiled, like she had just found the place she truly belonged. The director signaled her to keep going, and the studio lights around the microphone seemed to celebrate her. It was a small moment to others, but to her, it was a giant step. A step that would open new doors and make her realize that this microphone could be the tool that changes her life forever. With her success in radio, the big opportunity arrived, her debut on television. But the reality was far tougher than she had imagined. Bright lights, huge cameras, and a crew moving quickly around the studio. Her words stumbled, and the pressure was greater than anything she had faced before. The audience watched, the director looked concerned, and Oprah tried to push through the nervousness. But soon after, the news came. She was replaced by another host. She left the studio carrying a heavy feeling of failure, wondering if this was the end of the road. Yet deep inside, a small voice whispered, "This is just a setback, not the end." After all the struggles, the moment she had been waiting for arrived, a chance to host a brand new talk show. Oprah walked into the studio with a smile full of energy, greeted by a warm round of applause. From her very first words, there was a real connection between her and the viewers. Not just a host, but a friend who spoke and listened. The show began attracting people because it broke the rules, covering real topics and human stories that touched hearts. Day after day, episode after episode, the audience grew, and Oprah proved she wasn't just capable, she was different. Eventually, The Oprah Winfrey Show became one of the most famous programs in the world, turning her into a symbol of inspiration and success. This was the start of a new chapter, one that would change not just her life, but the lives of millions. From the television screen to the hearts of millions worldwide, Oprah became a global symbol of inspiration, awards, honors, and a presence that went beyond media. But her success wasn't just in the spotlight. She believed true power was in giving back. She built schools, supported education, and opened doors of hope for thousands of children. At every conference or stage she stood on, her words touched hearts before they reached ears. Her image graced the covers of magazines, not just as a media icon, but as a true success story that made a difference. She proved that real fame isn't in the applause, but in the impact you leave on people's lives. Oprah's story isn't just a tale of success. It's a human epic about determination, patience, and self-belief, even when every circumstance whispered impossible. From a childhood of scarcity and hardship, to a teenage life full of challenges, to her first on-camera failure and rejection after rejection, she held on to the belief that she could make a difference. She learned from every fall, and every discouraging word only made her stronger. Years of persistence led her to become not just a successful host, but a global icon who changed millions of lives. Her secret was simple. She never gave up, and she never let any defeat define her. And you? What's your story? What dream have you left on the shelf, waiting for the right moment? Maybe that moment is now. Maybe the small step you take today will transform your life forever. As Oprah proved, success isn't a gift, it's a decision. And the beginning of every success is one brave moment.